Every picture has a story. It has a before and an after. Does that glowing smile you might see in a picture really tell you the whole story? This is a picture of me in Paris, which is where I did business school. I was on a boat cruise, wine in hand, underneath the Eiffel Tower. Looks pretty picture perfect, which I, of course, posted on Facebook. This picture represents a millisecond in time. Let me share with you the real but imperfect context behind this picture. We got off the boat cruise and my friends walked me home. I timidly looked around the corner to make sure that no one was in sight, and then I darted across the street to the boulangerie. I got 1 chocolate-filled croissant, 2 coffee eclairs, 7 macaroons, and 1 delicious raspberry tart. In less than 3.5 minutes, I had devoured them all. What you wouldn't see behind this smile is that I was binge eating and hated myself. You wouldn't know that I was anorexic as a child, and that shame continued to haunt me every single day. I needed help desperately to stop my destructive behaviors. But instead, I just kept posting perfect images because that's all I saw on my social media. This is a picture of me running my 7th half marathon. It may look like I had it all together, but let me share with you the imperfect context behind this picture. I wake up. I'm groggy and confused. I see about 15 people surrounding my bed. This is Dina, 29-year-old female. It looks like a scene out of Grey's Anatomy. I want to yell out, what on earth is going on? But I have no voice. I have no ability to speak. I try to wave my hand to get someone's attention, but I am completely paralyzed on the entire right side of my body. At age 29, I had a massive stroke requiring emergency brain surgery. It was a huge part of me and my life. But a picture like this, a 29-year-old female, completely incapacitated, this is not picture-perfect social media material. The picture before might have indicated that I had it all together, but I didn't. I was mad. The stroke had taken a year of my life, and I needed someone to talk to, someone who understood what I was feeling and what I was going through. But how could I even fathom sharing any part of that when on my social media, all I saw was women my age getting married, having beautiful children, and going on extravagant vacations, while I lay helpless in a hospital bed. I am reminded of when I was in grade school, and the teacher always said, if you have a question, ask. Your peers are likely all wondering the same thing. On social media, we are all wondering, does anyone understand me? Does anyone know what I'm feeling? And why do I feel so alone? Social media is a catch-22. We will never know what a person is truly feeling if all we see are images of perfection. We can't help other people, and they can't help us. 2 years ago, I realized that hiding any part of who I was making me feel more sad, more anxious, and even more alone. I needed to embrace all parts of myself, regardless of what the world may think of me. And so I wrote my memoir, with the hope that no other young girl would have to feel like I did as a child, which was alone and different. My memoir included all parts of my life, my fears, my struggles, and all the imperfect moments, along with the wonderful times and the success. I thought that by showing the world a very small sliver of who I was, only the good and the perfect, that would bring about happiness. But I was wrong. Happiness comes from embracing all parts of myself, both in conversation and social media. We need to shift this norm of only showing perfection on social media, and we can do it together. I ask you to post your own real, authentic image with the hashtag 100%me. If you type in this hashtag, you will see many images and captions that resonate with you, that make you feel more connected to the world around you. And I want to show you one that I posted. And here's the caption that I wrote. Today, I had my first mammogram. I'm only 34, but my doctor insisted that we have this test because my mom had breast cancer at a young age. As I changed into my hospital gown and sat in the waiting room, I found myself fighting back tears. I tried to remind myself it's much better to take a preventative approach than a reactive one. But I also gave myself permission to say, it's really hard for me to be in a hospital again, and it's okay to cry. Not every day needs to be perfect, and that is okay. I have found that inner peace, true happiness, and more meaningful connections to other people come from being real. Use the hashtag 100%me to show yourself and the world around you. I am me, and I am proud of every single part of who I am. Thank you.